Hey everyone, welcome to my Minecraft rendition of Bill Snyder Family Stadium and the athletics facilities at K-State. This is a project that I started a little over 2 years ago, and I've worked on it off and on since then. Since K-State is wrapping up construction on the new Vanier football complex, I decided it was time to share this thing online. If you think I'm a nerd, you're absolutely right. I've definitely earned that title, but I've had a lot of fun just killing time over the summer months with this, putting this together, especially since these are places I spend quite a bit of time in most of the year. So we'll get started by checking out the West Stadium Center, which was completed in real life about 2 years ago, and that's really when I started working on this project. I kind of built the West Stadium Center as it was actually being built. And right here in front, I have a live representation of Bill Snyder's statue, which is actually a villager from the game that's encased in glass, and he's wearing purple. So he just keeps an eye on things, but I think that's kind of funny. I'll just take a lap around the whole stadium here and let you check all of it out. We'll start here going to the south side of things. You can see Bramlage over there to the right side, and we'll get into that a little bit later. And you can see the field down below. You can see the power cat in the middle of the field. I will let you know that it is very difficult to actually put together a decent looking power cat using just blocks, but I was able to manage it just by making it a little bit bigger than what you would actually see in real life. But there's a look at the field and the other side of the West Stadium Center, the side that faces the field. And it's got a club level, it's got a couple of levels of luxury suites, it's got a press box level, it's got the performance table here on the other side where the athletes eat and things like that. And then over here on the north end, we have the Vanier football complex, which is almost finished in real life. I did go ahead and complete the northeast corner of the stadium as well, even though K-State won't do that for another year or so. But I'll move around to the other side of Vanier here so you can see kind of what that looks like from the other side. And now we'll move over to the east side of the stadium. So this is what it looks like from this angle. And again, not quite as beautiful to look at, I guess, as the west side, but it's a little bit older. Still turned out fairly nice, I think. And further to the south here is the basketball training facility, which K-State built a couple of years ago. I actually wasn't even going to add in Bramlage or the basketball training facility or anything else when I originally came up with this project, and then eventually just kept adding on, and before you know it, there it was. Now we'll move over to Bramlage Coliseum, the home of K-State basketball. We're up on the concourse here and have a pretty good view of the field. And moving inside, you can see concession stands and bathrooms on the concourse. I've got concession stands and bathrooms all throughout the football stadium as well. The Legends Room is over here on the right side, where some of K-State's VIPs have events during basketball games and such. And going through here, you see K-State's athletic wall of fame along the side as well. You can see out onto the football field, although you can't see Vanier from here because the game just doesn't render out that far. But let's move to the inside of Bramlage. You can see the court down below there. I was able to use two different kinds of wood to make it look more realistic with the two-toned thing. But it's kind of hard to make it look very realistic because you're just using blocks in Minecraft, so it's not exactly spot on. But you can see the video board up above and some banners up in the rafters as well. The purple ones for the K-State men, the white ones for the K-State women. And if you go down the tunnel here, you can see the walkway up to K-State's locker room. So the walkway that K-State comes down to before all the games when they have the tunnel dance and things like that. And here's K-State's locker room, and complete with a whiteboard in there as well. And if you go back down the tunnel and to the other side, the visitors' locker room is down there. But let's go out the back side of the tunnel. And we'll take the road back up to the parking lot on the west side. And over here we have another live statue. This one is for Mr. K-State Ernie Barrett. So he's keeping an eye on this side of the parking lot. And you'll notice that earlier I didn't go down the tunnels to the locker room at the football stadium. So we'll go over there now. And just going way up high here, you can see what the stadium kind of looks like when the field is illuminated by a bunch of torches at night. I think it looks pretty cool from up high. So we'll go down here to the visitors' tunnel and locker room. And as you can see, the locker room is a little bit small and a little bit bland, like I'd assume it is in real life, but I really don't know, because that's, again, a part of the Vanier complex that actually hasn't technically been completed yet. But we'll go back around to the K-State tunnel, and I did take time and attention to do this exactly like the real thing, or at least as close as I could. So you'll see 16 pillars that are in here. There's 8 on each side, and those actually exist, and they stand for Bill Snyder's 16 goals for success. I think that's kind of a neat touch that K-State added to the new complex. And here's K-State's locker room. And again, this is pretty much exactly what the real one is supposed to look like when it's finished. I think that this part of the stadium really turned out nice. A lot of purple, some cool lighting in here. You can see nameplates above all the lockers. I had fun working on this particular part. And there's one more thing to check out. You may have noticed at the beginning of the video that there was a lever in the parking lot. And we're going to go up and check that out now. And there it is. And there's a reason that lever was put there. Let me press it and I'll show you what it does. So that's about it. I had to add those fireworks in there. There were a bunch of circuits and things that I had to complete to make that happen, to make them come through the top of the West Stadium Center, but decided to add that in there as well. So, oh well, again, I've earned the very nerdy connotation from this, but that's all right. And that's about it. This was a long project. It took over 300,000 blocks, actually, to complete this, but I did have a lot of fun with it. Thanks for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing the real thing full once again when K-State opens its football season on September 5th. So I'll see you guys later.